Elon's in bigger trouble than you can ever imagine. Big, big trouble. I'm Darren Monroe. I worked on Kamala Harris's campaign, and I'm telling you, the man's in trouble. He's in trouble. Eventually, it's going to take years, but eventually he's going to jail. And here's the thing you need to understand immediately. There are 14 states who've been suing for months. I know it seems like a long time, but there's been a battle back and forth through Judge Tuckin. Remember, she was the insurrection judge who was appointed by Obama. There's been a battle to get Elon Musk away from the Trump administration. And the 14 states have been suing, Democratic states have been suing Donald Trump. And I know some of you are like, man, when will it end? It's taking so long. Listen, we want the I's dots and the T's crossed. Here's why we've been winning in the Trump failing formula, okay? By the way, have you subscribed yet? You will. You probably will. I'm going to earn you a subscription. The Trump failing formula is, the first thing is playbook, score, challengers, and psychology. So the playbook part of that is losing the lower courts, appeal courts, and upper courts. He's just battling it through. The problem is his score right now as we speak is 4-63. He's lost 95% in the last 17 weeks of the cases. So why is this important going back to this? Well, the biggest thing you got to understand is that because his administration is losing so much, one of the biggest things that are going to happen is at one point, our justice system's so slow, but it takes forever. And the only people who's holding it down is the judges from the judicial branch and the 23 real Democrats, meaning governors and attorney generals. Those are the ones who are fighting for us right now, as well as the ACLU and the nonprofits. Those three are fighting for us. So understand this. Now I told you the playbook, I told you the score, I told you who's fighting for us. The psychology is to terrorize you. That's why you got people being alarmists all over the place, including the left, especially the left, telling you all the problems, getting you all worked up. I had to create a private group so I could say stuff off of social media. It's called the Clarity Group. You can find out more about it by hitting me up in the description of this video. But I want you to understand what this really means. Because Elon is in big trouble because there are two groups that could get him. I just told him who they are. 23 states and the judicial branch. Do you know they have the power to put this boy in jail? You say, but yeah, Trump's going to pardon him. Not with the states. A president can't pardon anybody in the states, or else Trump would have pardoned himself. He's a felon through New York. But he could get pardoned if the judges come after him. Yeah. But by the time the court process goes through, Elon's either going to flee the country with his billions. He's probably been moving money anyway. Or he's going to take the jail hit, because it ain't going to be real jail. This man is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. He ain't going to be no real jail. He'll be on house arrest, or at the worst, a low-end facility. But he will face retribution. The biggest thing we need to look at is how the 14 states win this case against him to remove him from government. And the biggest harm is going to come in the months and years of all the damage he's done. Think about all the damage he's done. Think about it. I want you to run through your mind him hooked up to all of our content. Now, I know a lot of you think it's because of the personal data. Personal data ain't jack shit. You know what a real power is when you are in something like that? He hooked his computer and his AI to all of our data. It's the algorithm. Algorithm, y'all. He's going to make billions, trillions even, out of the algorithm. He could sell that to multinational corporations and actual countries on how we think, our buying patterns, everything, our economic patterns, everything. There's no country in the world that wouldn't pay for that. That's the problem. There's no legislation in place to get him for that. But they could get him quickly in the court system, quicker than they could for an algorithm. For instance, let me give you an example. They're going to use Doge. They're going to use the same RICO that they used for gangsters, organized crime. RICO is going to, the judges in the states could go after Doge. And them 20-year-old something young men, they're going to turn state's evidence. Here's the interesting part about that. What else do they know? Where else have they worked with them? The election. The election, baby. Doesn't look good for him. It doesn't. Is it going to be hard to get him? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt. But is he in trouble? Yes, absolutely. No doubt. It's going to get real interesting. Hang on, watch and see what happens. But he's in bigger trouble than you think, and I think they know that. And that's why they're trying to make strategic moves. That's my thoughts on it. Did I earn your subscription? Comment below. And definitely, if you want to get in my private groups, learn about that, go ahead in the descriptions and reach out to me. But other than that, subscription, did I earn that? Probably. Maybe. If not, nah, it's all good. Take care.